Start the class. Hindu paper today, the first article. First page, first article, Hindu paper. Choosing a partner is a person's fundamental right. Choosing a partner is a person's fundamental right. In the Indian Penal Code, we have a section called section 377. Section 377. Section 377 punishes for unnatural offences. Unnatural offence means offence against the nature, against the natural routine. For example, a relationship between a man and a man, woman and a woman, human being and other living creature. All these are considered as unnatural. All these are considered as unnatural, which is against the natural intercourse. Section 377 punishes these type of relations. A relation between a man and a woman, woman and a woman, and human being and other living creature apart from human being. Then there will be a problem. That particular offence is called unnatural offence. You know, lesbians means woman and woman. Gays, man and man. Lesbian marriages, gay marriages, their intercourse is prohibited and it is punishable. In 2011, the Delhi High Court in Naz Foundation case, in 2011, the Delhi High Court in Naz Foundation case said that, in 2011, the Delhi High Court in Naz, N-A-A-Z, Naz Foundation case said that Section 377 to the extent of lesbian relationships and gay relationships, to the extent of lesbian relationships and gay relationships is inapplicable. Section 377 to the extent of lesbian relationships and gay relationships is inapplicable. That means Section 377 punishes for unnatural offence. Delhi High Court told in case of lesbian relationships, gay relationships, Section 377 will not work, it is unconstitutional. Only to that extent, not the entire Section 377 but to that extent. In 2014, Suresh Kumar Kaushal versus Naz Foundation case. In 2014, Suresh Kumar Kaushal versus Naz Foundation case. Suresh Kumar Kaushal versus Naz Foundation. In this case, the Supreme Court of India said that Section 377 is completely constitutional and it applies to lesbian relationships and gay relationships also, reversing the Delhi High Court judgment. That means a relationship between a man and a man, woman and a woman is prohibited under Section 377. If there is such relationship, there can be a punishment. For this judgment, a review petition is filed in the Supreme Court. Review petition. Supreme Court kindly review, because last year if you see, right to privacy is a fundamental right. You can have your own sexual orientation without harming someone. If two consenting adults without harming anyone, if they have a relationship, why should you punish? This was a question that was raised in the case, and a review was filed. And the first day the judge told, sexual orientation is individual choice. The sexual orientation is individual choice. Choosing a partner is a person's fundamental right. He or she can be from the same sex. He or she can be from the same sex. And Justice D.Y. Chandrachud reiterated this by saying, choice of a partner is a person's fundamental right. Choice of a partner is person's fundamental right. And this is the first day of the hearing of Constitutional Bench about Section 377. The criminal code of Napoleon was silent on sexual relation between consenting adults. Even Napoleon criminal code was silent, but Indian criminal code says it is not right. And sexuality is our own personal issue. And Article 21, right to life, and Article 21, liberties, and Article 21, right to personal liberty, and Article 14, all right to equality, Article 14, all are equally important even for LGBTs. All these rights are equally important for LGBTs. This is the judgment. This is the contention, and let us wait for the judgment. And next article, all members of Thai team rescued from flooded cave. All members of Thailand team rescued from flooded cave. 12 Thai boys and their football coach were held up inside the cave. All of them were rescued. The wild boar soccer team, the entire team was rescued, and it was really a great achievement of the people and the civil society and government officials, everyone. Coming to other news today. Global Innovation Index. Global Innovation Index. India ranks 57th out of 130 countries. Global Innovation Index. India ranks 57th out of 130 countries. Global Innovation Index. Innovation means brain. Innovation means mind. Innovation Index is given by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, Cornell University. Global Innovation Index, very important bit for prelims. India ranks 57th out of 130 countries. India ranks 57th out of 130 countries. It was released by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, Cornell University, and INSEAD Foundation. INSEAD, INSEAD Foundation. India ranks 57th. Innovation means brain. Innovation means using mind, right? WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. It is given by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Okay, remember this. And last year India's rank is 60. This year India's rank is 57. Last year India's rank is 60. This year rank is 57. The top countries in Global Innovation Index. The top countries in Global Innovation Index: Switzerland, Netherlands, Sweden, UK, Singapore. Switzerland, Netherlands, Sweden, UK, Singapore. The top countries in Global Innovation Index. Next, you all know Jews. Hitler persecuted Jews. The policy is called anti-Semitism. Gujarat government grants minority status to Jews. Gujarat government granted minority status to Jews. Third state to grant minority status to Jews. Third state, Gujarat is a third state to grant minority status to Jews. The first state is West Bengal, the second state is Maharashtra. The first state is West Bengal and the second state is Maharashtra. The next Pravas Bharati Divas. January 9th every year we celebrate Pravas Bharati Divas. January 9th every year we celebrate Pravas Bharati Divas. On that day Mahatma Gandhi, the greatest Pravasi, have come back to India. On that day, January 9th 1915, Mahatma Gandhi, greatest Pravasi, have come back to India. This year in 2019, we are going to have our Pravasa Bharati Divas in Varanasi, Kasi, our Modi's constituency. Okay, 2019 Pravasa Bharati Divas is going to be held at Varanasi, that is Kasi. Next, Deepa Karmakar. I already told about her Produnova feat. Have you seen the feat in the video? Yes, really good, right? Deepa Karmakar's Produnova feat. Okay. Deepa Karmakar is the first Indian woman. Deepa Karmakar is the first Indian woman, first Indian to win gold. Deepa Karmakar is the first Indian to win gold in Gymnastics World Challenge Cup. In Gymnastics World Challenge Cup. So, she won gold in gymnastics in World Challenge Cup. Deepa Karmakar got Khel Ratna Award in 2016. Khel Ratna Award in 2016. Padma Shri in 2017. Khel Ratna Award in 2016. Padma Shri in 2017. Padma Shri in 2017. Okay. Asian Development Bank, ADB. The headquarters of ADB are at Manila, Philippines. ADB, Asian Development Bank, approves. ADB, Asian Development Bank approves lining project of Son Canal. LINING, lining project of Son Canal in Bihar. Lining project of Son Canal in Bihar to bring immense benefits to agriculture sector. To bring immense benefits to agriculture sector of Shabad. Immense benefit to agriculture sector in Shabad. It's a Bhojpur region in Bihar. Shabad, Bhojpur region of Bihar. ADB, Asian Development Bank approves lining project of Son Canal in Bihar to bring immense benefits to agriculture sector of Shabad, Bhojpur region of Bihar. Remember. China launched 2 remote sensing satellites for Pakistan. China launched 2 remote sensing satellites for Pakistan. China launched 2 remote sensing satellites for Pakistan. The name of the first one is PRSS-1. The name of the first satellite is PRSS-1. Second satellite is PAKTES-1A. PAKTES-1A. First satellite is PRSS-1. Second satellite is PAKTES. PAKTES-1A. It shows the cooperation between China and Pakistan. And China is providing remote sensing information. China is helping Pakistan for all these things. So, China launched 2 remote sensing satellites for Pakistan. Remember this, very important. So, let us go to today's editorial page. And you should also remember South Korean president is in visit to India. Moon Jae-in, South Korean president Moon Jae-in is in visit to India, and India and South Korea pledged to double the trade. India and South Korea pledged to double the trade. India and South Korea on Tuesday pledged to double the trade in the next decade. India and South Korea signed 11 MOUs and agreements. India and South Korea signed 11 MOUs and agreements. And they also trying to expand to 2010 SEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Between India and South Korea we have SEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. And we are going to have defense partnerships and other partnerships together. Remember this. Coming to today's editorial page. Pole position. POLL, pole position. Pole position. Yesterday we have discussed that many political parties oppose the move of simultaneous elections. Many political parties oppose the move of simultaneous elections or one India, one election. Law Commission consultation with the political parties on one India, one election. 9 parties said they don't want one India, one election. 9 parties including TDP, Trinamool Congress, Aam Aadmi Party. 9 political parties said no to one India, one election. 4 parties supported. AIADMK, TRS, our Telangana Rashtra Samiti, Samajwadi Party, Akali Dal. 4 parties supported. One India, one election is one of the important favorite and brainchild of Prime Minister Modi. Election Commission supported, Modi strongly supported, everybody supported. And advantages according to the article. Expenditure on elections will be saved. Expenditure on elections will be saved. Governance can be properly managed. Governance can be properly managed. But the problem is, if the Lok Sabha get dissolved in between, whether we will dissolve everything and conduct elections for every state assembly, or more focus on national parties on state issues, and state parties, regional parties lose the significance. And current government powers, the state government sometimes might get curtailed. So this cannot happen. This cannot happen. So there is one more idea. Why don't you conduct elections in two phases or in 2 phases? Some elections now, some elections after 2 years. So there are many different ideas, but we were not completely into that. I don't think it will become a reality as of today, because 9 political parties are strongly opposing one India, one election. And you all know transparency of election expenditure is also important. One India, one election might bring transparency also. And we have a lot many electoral reforms in the recent past. That is 61st Constitutional Amendment, lower the voting age from 21 years to 18 years. 61st Constitutional Amendment Act lowered the voting age from 21 years to 18 years. And prohibition of liquor during voting period. EVMs, nota, restriction on exit polls. EVMs, nota means I don't want anyone. None of the above. All these things were introduced. Still we need much more reforms in elections. And next year we are going to see one of the tough elections in India. Electoral reforms is one of the important topic. Electoral reforms is one of the important topics. Remember this. Next article is game at checkers. Game at checkers. This article is related to Brexit. The Theresa May government in Britain is not that stable today. As you all know, people, many political parties, even many parliamentarians in Britain, they are not happy with the idea of Brexit as on today. In 2016, there was a referendum where 51.9% of the people, 51.9% of the people voted in favor of Brexit. But how this Brexit takes place? What is the role of UK in EU now? What type of relation between European Union and Britain now? Is it a single market? Is it going to join customs union? Or is it going to have free trade area? What mechanism it is going to have? As on today, most of both the parties, many members in both the parties, Labour Party and Conservative Party, both have some issues and contentions over Brexit, and many resignations are happening because of this Brexit. Even many resignations are happening in Britain because of this exit. Next important article, deep state, deeper problems. Deep state, deeper problems. This is related to Pakistan. Pakistan, you all know, it's an unstable state, and earlier it was considered as a failed state. Nawaz Sharif's arrest and Nawaz Sharif's conviction, he was in London. Nawaz Sharif's conviction is very important here in this article. Is it a real thing or a political vendetta, or he has done some corruption or political revenge has happened very fast because they don't want Nawaz Sharif into politics? All these things are a big question. If you remember this much, it's more than enough. You need not remember more about Pakistan's internal politics. It is not our domain. Next, rhetoric and reality. Rhetoric and reality. R-H-E-T-O-R-I-C. Rhetoric and reality. This is the important article to an extent. I will explain you. There is an institution called UN Human Rights Council. United Nations Human Rights Council. Recently, America came out of UNHRC. America's contention is UNHRC is a discriminatory body. It is showing bias against, disfavor against Israel and showing favor towards many countries. So it is discriminating Israel in a negative sense. For that reason, America came out of UNHRC. And the other is, actually UNHRC is formed in 2006. United Nations Human Rights Council is established in 2006 in the place of UN Human Rights Commission. That commission have become council to make the body more liberal and equal distribution of seats to many countries. Then what happened? It is doing its job. So on some occasions it might fail because we are living in a sovereign state system. Each state is independent by its own. In this context, sometimes states cannot properly do the peer review. What do you mean by this peer review? Actually, there is a state. Its neighborhood state have committed some human rights violation. Both states have very good relations. Can this state attack other state in the UNHRC? Can this state do against other state in the UNHRC? It cannot do that. It cannot. But I will tell you an example. In 2013, I remember India voted against Sri Lanka in UNHRC. India voted against Sri Lanka in UNHRC. India supported to establish LLRC, Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission. India supported to establish LLRC, Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission. Okay, India voted in support of LLRC to question Sri Lanka. So it is not that UNHRC is a failed organization, but the other says India should also come out of UNHRC, which I think is an improper suggestion. India need not come out of UNHRC. There will be some problems in the UNHRC. That does not mean that countries should come out of it. And we have UN High Commissioner for Human Rights also. Not only Council, we have UN High Commissioner for Human Rights also. Remember this much. And the last article, data that can save lives. Data that can save lives. Since 1970, more than 2 million people, that is 20 lakh people, have been killed by natural disasters in the Ring of Fire region around Pacific region. On an average 43,000 people per year as per the UN report. So, if you have proper data and data analysis, we can not only manage many things but also save lives. So, these are the important current affairs today.